So good afternoon. It is a new week. It is a new month. It is my birthday month. It's my birthday on Friday. Not that I should be shouting that. I'm 38 on Friday. What I would do to be 21 again. But it is a new month and football returns this month. So not long now, just over 2 weeks, and we'll have football back again. I'm just going to pin this comment real quick. I think I got clickbaited. There's nothing to back up saying Aubameyang rejects a contract. Well, that's where you're very wrong, my friend, because Fabrizio Romano, who, by the way, called Pepe before everybody else, even while Ornstein was tweeting out, no, Arsenal can't afford him. Arsenal haven't got the money for Nicola Pepe. Arsenal have only got £40 million. They're not going to be able to sign anybody. I remember it because it was the 13th of July, and I've just landed in Malaga. It was about 10 to midnight, 10 to 11, something like that. And I see a tweet pop up from Fabrizio Romano saying, Arsenal are in for Pepe. It's solid. It's concrete. They want the player. It's going to be around 70 million quid. The very next day, Ornstein tweets out, Arsenal are not in for him, etc., etc., etc. All of a sudden, Ornstein has to do a U-turn and we sign Nicola Pepe. So when that story was leaked by that same journalist, that story came to fruition. He signed for the football club. That guy has got a proven track record in calling deals right. Again, he's called Ighalo, signing a deal until January with Manchester United. That's going to be announced in the next 24 to 48 hours if it hasn't already. Now, this guy has tweeted. I'll even find the tweet. Let me find the tweet. Let me just get the tweet. It'll be easier. I'll screen share it with you. How's that? It's tweeted that a deal has been on the table for Aubameyang since December. So there's it. I'm going to screen share that with you right now. There we go. So I don't know if you can see that. He tweeted that at 11:06 this morning. So that's what, 2 and a bit hours ago. Now, like I said, this guy has got a proven track record of actually calling deals correctly and then calling stories correctly. He doesn't necessarily just tweet any old rubbish like a lot of them do. He tends to do his homework and put a story out there. Now, if you can read that, it actually says Arsenal are offering a new contract to Aubameyang since December. We're now in June. The problem is what he will decide. He always refused during the last months. So we'll see if he decides to leave or extend his contract. So up until this point, he is absolutely spot on. Aubameyang hasn't signed a new deal. We were told about a deal ages ago that was on the table for him and Lacazette. It still hasn't been signed. Now, in the meantime, Aubameyang's come out in the programme notes, which, by the way, was 5 months ago against Leeds United. As the club captain, he'd done his captain notes, etc., etc. And he came out and said, I don't listen to media speculation. It does my head in. I love Arsenal Football Club, etc., etc., etc. Right. Why is it then, 5 months later, we still haven't got you signed up to a new deal? He has no obligation to sign a new deal. He can leave whenever he wants. If Arsenal want to sell him, see you later. If he wants to stay until the end of his contract and refuses to leave before then, regardless of what team comes in for him, he could say, no, I'm seeing my contract out, mate. There's literally nothing Arsenal can do apart from try and force him out at that point. Now, why would he come out in five months ago and say, I don't listen to media speculation, it does my head in. Then 5 months later, you still haven't signed the contract. That, to me, suggests he doesn't want to be here. That, to me, suggests that he is going to leave. Like I said, the journalist that has tweeted this out don't normally tweet crap. He doesn't normally just do generic stories. He does his research. He's very well respected. And he's one of the very few journalists I actually listen to and think, yeah, you're making sense, mate. Yeah. Now, like I said, he's already called the Ighalo deal to Manchester United until January. So Ighalo's going to sign a new deal or an extension to that deal. He's on loan from Shanghai, Shenhua, I think it is. They've agreed to keep him on loan until January so they can complete the season and maybe start the next season. There you go. They announced it at United. Well, that's another tick for Fabrizio then, because he called it before anyone again. Now, again, like I've said, Aubameyang, I want him to stay. But if he leaves, I ain't going to cry about it. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I've seen bigger and better football players at this football club leave than Aubameyang. In the grand scheme of things now, Aubameyang is massive in comparison to maybe some of the others in terms of when they left the team, we still had decent players. Yeah, in terms of what we got now, Aubameyang is the top boy. But I'm going to cry if he leaves. It is what it is, right? And at the end of the day, people will sit there and go, oh, this is fake news. It's fake news. Yeah, cool. Okay, so when it was Nicolas Pepe linked to Arsenal by the same journalist about 2 days before Ornstein had to backtrack, was that fake news then? Or was that not fake news because you believed it? Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know whether Aubameyang's been offered a new deal or not. I don't work at a football club. I haven't got contacts at the football club. What I do know is that he's going into the last year of his contract in 29 days. Yeah, he still hasn't signed the contract, and all he's done is give us fresh air for 6 months. Yeah, if you love the club, sign the contract. Yeah, because there's clearly a contract available to you. If you love the club that much, like you keep telling us you do, and you don't listen to media speculation, etc., sign the contract. If not, zip it, get on with playing football, and then we'll sell you at the end of this month. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Because I've seen people saying that Aubameyang should stay, we should let him see out his contract and let him go for free. Are you mad? Are you actually crazy? Do you understand how football works? You're going to let a player walk out for nothing that's worth about 40 or 50 million quid. You then have to go and replace that player, which is going to cost around 40 or 50 million quid. If you've let him walk out for nothing, that 40 million quid player is now an 80 million quid player. Plus the wages. I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. But I expect nothing less from a large online fan base, because they've allowed this football club to take liberties for years because of no ambition themselves. I see seen other pictures today about Mesut Ozil again. Yeah, again, Arsenal Football Club have used a picture of Mesut Ozil on their social media. Yeah, how about tweet saying about something else? Why is it always that guy? I'll tell you why it's that guy, because he gets the most clicks onto their Instagram page. Yeah, and it's a picture of him doing a kick up, saying getting closer or something. Yeah, the amount of times they delete my comments on their Instagram is a joke. Yeah, they've blocked me from commenting on their YouTube channel. Do you know why? Because they don't want people like me to tell the truth and say it as it is. They want to play up to the masses. And do you know what? Arsenal online, in terms of the football club online, is the biggest clout chasers out there, right? Because they won't, like I said I said this on a stream last night. When we won the FA Cup in 2017 against Chelsea, that was 3 years ago the other day. The whole day was dedicated to Arsene Wenger. The day before, we did a bigger achievement, and it was the 31st anniversary of winning at Anfield in '89. One post. Why? Why is there only one post? And then when I comment and say, well, hang on a minute, how comes you spent all day the other day talking about Wenger and Ramsey, yeah, and Wenger's got the same amount of FA Cups as Tottenham, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. Where was this same energy for George Graham the day before? Deleted my comment. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't want to educate people. They don't want to help people. But just coming back to this Aubameyang thing, for me, I genuinely want him to stay. I don't think he's staying. And I've said this for a long time now. Yeah, we have got ourselves into a position where we have allowed this guy to get down to the last 13 months of his current contract. That is not acceptable. Raoul Sanhaley sat there before the Europa League final and said, as a football club, anybody who goes down to the last 2 years, if they don't sign a new contract, we will be selling them. Okay then, mate. Mkhitaryan, Mesut Ozil, Mustafi, Socrates, Aubameyang, Saka, there's 6. El Neni, 7. There's 7 players during the last 2 years of their contract. Lacazette is coming to the last two years of his contract at the end of this month. I'm sorry, they're full of shit. Yeah, they're absolutely full of shit. If Aubameyang was offered a new deal in December, which is what this guy's claiming, and he hadn't signed it, by now, we've got to be selling him. Yeah, we have to sell him. Yeah, and if we don't sell him and he goes into the last year of his contract, that fucking Raoul Sanhaley can piss off. Yeah, because he's a barefaced liar, and that makes him no better than Gazidis, because that geezer lied through his teeth for about 6 years as well. Yeah, Raoul Sanhaley done decent work in terms of negotiating deals and stuff like that last summer. Fantastic. You got rid of Cole Jenkinson 8 years too late. Yeah, but you got rid of him, and you wasn't in charge of that deal in the first place. But you came in, and we finally got rid of some of this dead wood. Mkhitaryan's gone on loan. El Neni's gone on loan. But then I look at it, and he barefaced fucking lied. I knew when he said that he was lying. Yeah, we'll not let players get into the last 2 years of the contract. And if we do, they'll be offered a new deal. And if they don't sign it, we're selling them. Time to step up, big boy. Yeah, time to step up, mate. There's 7 players in the last 2 years of their contracts. Have you offered all of them a new deal? Because if you haven't, I expect them all sold this summer. Yeah, if they've all rejected it, or you've offered them a new, or you haven't offered them a deal, I expect every single one of them gone this summer. Anyway, if this is true, then I respect him for it. At least he's coming out and showing he doesn't trust Arteta's vision. And it isn't just jumping on board like Bellerin. It looks like he has some ambition. But this is the thing. Thank you, Sergio, for your donation as well, mate. And I will come through all these comments, and there's loads. Do smash the likes up on the video if you would. But for me, like I said, I hope he does sign. But if I was Aubameyang, I'd be getting out ASAP. Yeah? When he scored that goal against Olympiacos, and he went running off to their fans, giving it all out to the Olympiacos fans when he scores the bicycle kick. And then a minute later, David Luiz, who we've just wasted 20-odd million quid on for one season, decides, oh, I know, let me just duck out of the way of a cross in the last minute in extra time and let them score at the back stick. Yeah, and he did literally duck. Go and check it. He ducks. He literally ducks out the way of the ball. Yeah. Oh, but he's an experienced leader. Fuck off, man. The geezer's dog shit, right? But I just look at it and I think, like, you know, if I was him and David Luiz has done that, I see the look on Aubameyang's face. When they panned into the cameras, you still see the pictures. Go and search it. Google it. Arsenal versus Olympiacos. It'll come up with pictures of Aubameyang. And he's standing there like that with his hands on his hips, just looking around going. And it was the same look that Unai Emery had on his face after the Europa League final. Complete disdain for them fucking shit players. Right, Aubameyang is levels above in terms of goal scoring most players on the planet. For me, his movement in the penalty box is better than anyone's. Yeah, but we're playing him on the wing. He's still smashing it on the wing. So I'm like, if I was Aubameyang, do I want to play on the wing? He probably don't. He probably wants to play up front. Then he's looking around at the likes of Xhaka, Mustafi, David Luiz, and he's probably thinking, "Fuck this, man. Yeah, I can go and play somewhere else." If he does stay, fair play to him. Yeah, fair play to him. Yeah, he would have then backed his talk, right? But I don't understand that when we're in peak times right now, where we've had 3 months of doing nothing, sitting at home every day for 3 months, no football has been played. How has this club and Aubameyang not agreed a deal? Yeah, or at least agreed to sell him? How has that happened? And if people go, "Oh yeah, but it takes time to do these deals," bollocks. Because when we signed him in the space of about a week from when it was announced that we were in for him. Do you know what I mean? And that was in January, a busy part of the season for us, December, January. And we signed him inside a week of it being announced. Oh, Arsenal are in for Aubameyang. A week later, he's on the pitch. Yeah, so come on, man. At the end of the day, if he wants to sign a contract, he would sign a contract. Me personally, I don't think he wants to sign a contract. And do I blame him? No. The club's a fucking shambles. Yeah, and he's one of the shining lights in a shit season. So there we go. Anyway, rant over. Let's read some of your comments. If I'm Aubameyang, I'm off to Conte at Milan, a winner, or Barcelona or Madrid. Afternoon to you, South London finest. So be good. There's so many comments here. This is mad. Oh, talking of esports, I see the superstar today has launched his merchandise for his esports. Maybe he should fucking launch his football career again. And this is what Arsenal have created. This is what football's created. This is what Premier League football has created. Sky Sports, BT Sport, changing it from Europa League, UEFA Cup to Europa League, changing it from the European Cup to the Champions League. All it has done is give bang average footballers a fucking massive amount of money, which is cool. Good luck to you. Yeah. But most of them couldn't care less about football because they're all off promoting their own products. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like, seriously. So I'm supposed to believe that Ozil has been locked up for 3 months, not been able to do anything. And Arsenal are trying to negotiate a deal with him, perhaps. Again, that's another one. He's in the last year of his contract at the end of this month. Why has he not been sold? And he's going to see his contract out and leave for nothing. Again, fraud Raul, right? And I look at it and I think, hang on a minute. If you can set up an esports team and all your merchandise in 3 months while you're sat at home, Arsenal can negotiate a deal with Aubameyang. Simple as that. Simple as that. Same with Saka. Yeah, absolute same with Saka. Saka's on £3 a week. How hard is it to negotiate with that guy? You're on 3 bags, mate. I'll tell you what, it's 43 bags. or 63 bags. Yeah, we'll stick you on a 5-year contract. Yeah, every year it'll go up 10 grand a week, whatever. Yeah, or if you get 10 goals and assists over the course of a season, we instantly put another 20 grand on your wages every week. If you get 15 goals or assists, we'll put another 5, 10 grand on every week. Yeah, do it on a sliding scale. The geezer's on 3 grand a week. How can Arsenal Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, not sign a kid who's 18 on 3 grand a week? I'm sorry, I don't get it. I genuinely do not get that. You're on 3 grand, mate. So here you go. It's 63 grand that made you a millionaire overnight. Yeah? How hard is it? I genuinely don't get it. I do not get it. Afternoon, Grant. It says the club is embarrassing. If I perform the way these players play in my job, I'd be sacked. Yeah, the club, you're falling. So your job is saved. Well, listen, mate, a lot of these players take the piss, yeah. And listen, I don't care that they get paid loads of money. I understand why they get paid loads of money, because it is a massive multi-billion-pound business. Every football club in the Premier League is a multi-billion-pound business that works under the umbrella of a multi-billion-pound business in the Premier League, which works under another umbrella company, the fucking FIFA and UEFA of this world. So I get it. It's all money, 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 money. I do not blame anyone for wanting more money. Yeah, if I'm Aubameyang and I see Mesut Ozil mincing around the football pitch doing absolutely fuck all every week, and that geezer's on 350, boy, you best believe I want 4. Yeah, or I want 4.5. Because if he's doing nothing and you're paying him that, and I'm the top scorer at this football club, and I've scored nearly 60 odd goals in 90 odd games since I've been here, I single-handedly got you into a position to get through in the Europa League, and then dickhead at the back decides to cock it up. Yeah, I'd be looking at that going, I want 500 a week, 400 a week, because these people are doing nothing and you're paying them top dollar. But what do I know? What do I know? Yes, Saul Niguez. Can I just say, he ain't coming to Arsenal. So clip that, and if he does, I'll be viral again, like I was with a Pepe one, when I said, yeah, I'll run down the street butt naked if we sign Pepe. And I said that in April, I think it was, wasn't it? And somebody clipped it. Big up Gary for clipping it. And yeah, then we signed him. Stan is the 6th richest club owner in the world. Well, yes, technically he is. But Arsenal do spend a fortune, mate. Yes, he doesn't personally spend a fortune. But why would he? He's bought into a self-sustaining business model. We could go down the route of doing what Bournemouth do. 88.2% of Bournemouth's income is from TV money. Yeah, their owner has single-handedly kept them in the Premier League because he's got a few quid and because of the TV money. Right? Soon as Bournemouth get relegated, which hopefully is this season, right, they're fucked. Yeah, because that 88% of their revenue stream is from the Premier League TV money. The day that club get relegated, they'll be dropping straight down again and again, and they'll be like Bolton. No disrespect to Bolton, but they'll go down the leagues real quick. Same with Watford. Yeah, Watford, I think it's about 83% of their income is from TV money. Arsenal's is 46. The thing with Arsenal, I don't care so much that the owner don't dip in his pocket. That's not the issue for me. The issue is we've spent £27 million gross less than Liverpool in the last 5 years. Look at their team and look at our team. Look at their manager, look at our manager. Their owner has only put 90 million quid into that football club. He's also American, and that 90 million quid went on the newsstand. Yeah, nothing to do with playing staff, nothing to do with coaching staff. They're self-sufficient the same as us. Leicester are the perfect model. Yeah, self-sufficiency doesn't work. Rubbish. Leicester won a title in 2016. They've overhauled everybody from that squad by 3-4 players. The goalkeeper, Vardy, Wes Morgan, and someone else. Can't remember who the other one is. Since that winning the title, they've spent £140 million, which is less than we spent last summer. The first 11 cost less than Mesut Ozil, but their squad is worth a damn sight lot more than our squad. That is how you do self-sufficiency. So whoever it is at Arsenal that makes these decisions on players, that's who we should fire. Yeah, we go down to Leicester and give them a load of money and nick all of their recruitment staff because they seem to know what they're doing. What's the news with Sal? Right, basically, Sal has put out on his Twitter account, new club in 3 days. He's going to announce where he's going in 3 days. Me personally, I think it's Man United. It might be Barcelona. Who knows? We shall see. Big up Black Scorpion in the building. I see you, bruv. I see you. Arsenal owners are using this pandemic as an excuse. United owners are going to spend 100 million on Sancho. Well, listen, that's kind of not really the truth there, right? At the end of the day, I do think you're going to get Sancho, but I haven't heard anything from the owners. So how do we know what they're planning? Yeah, we never hear from them. But there we go. KSE has allowed us to be mismanaged, but BS decisions. Well, yeah, listen, now he owns the football club, like officially owns the whole club. He's got the power to sack everyone, the board, everyone. He should. He should be doing that because, listen, he's got no ambition. We all know that. He's got no ambition to win anything. But the ambition comes from football fans. It comes from me. It comes from you. It comes from every other Arsenal fan. When you're sitting there pandering down to Hector Bellerin, oh, Hecky B, please be captain, is exactly what we need. The geezer ain't even a footballer. Yeah, he's some fashion model. Jog on to Milan, mate. They got a catwalk out there. Yeah, and if he thinks that when fans are slagging him off, and he did that Oxford Uni speech about, oh, yeah, but how can that be a fan if he's slagging him off? Yeah, best believe if that boy goes to fucking Italy, mate, he's in trouble because their ultras will kick the shit out of him real quick. Yeah, about fucking can't slag him off. I'll slag him off all I like. He's one of the worst players I've ever seen. Yeah, worst right back I've seen in my lifetime. There we go. Anyway, big up yourself, bruv. I'm good. I'm very good. Big up Dr. Viraj. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing all right. If none of these foreign clubs bid for Aubameyang, but a Premier League club like Chelsea or United bid for him, do you buy Aubameyang then, or do you let him run down his contract? Well, sadly, mate, I'd sell him. If that means to Chelsea, to Man United, whoever. Yeah, we cannot afford to let this guy leave for nothing. He's worth 40 to 50 million quid. Sell him. If he ain't signing that contract in the next 4 weeks, by the end of June, he's in the last year of his contract, then we are seriously shafted on him. So I'm sorry. If it means he walks off to Chelsea, again, I don't blame him. Yeah, Chelsea can afford him. It's a posher part of London and North London. They can pay his wages. Yeah, and they've got money to spend because they've had a transfer ban for 2 years. They've spent, I think, 125 million net in 5 seasons, Chelsea. If they want to go out this summer and they want to spend 350 million quid, that is no drama to Chelsea. Yeah, they're absolutely caked in money because of their transfer ban and because they kept selling players, including Eden Hazard, for about 85 million or whatever it was they flogged him for. They've got a lot of money, Chelsea. And I wouldn't be shocked if Aubameyang did go to Chelsea. Yeah, I would not be shocked. Chelsea got more chance of winning the title than we have. Yeah, they can pay him a decent amount of money. But there we go. We need Partey, Hakimi, Sabitzer, and Upamecano. Thank you, Rowan, for your donation. Appreciate that, buddy. Thomas Partey, yes. Hakimi, yes. Sabitzer's an absolute baller, bruv. Upamecano, yeah, I'll take that as well, if I'm being honest. Although the games I've seen him in the Bundesliga, he's a very clumsy man. Very, very clumsy. The mayor says Aubameyang won't go to rivals. Mate, he's not going to Sheffield United. He'll probably go to Chelsea. So, but listen, don't get it twisted, bruv. I know you like Aubameyang. I like Aubameyang. Everyone likes Aubameyang. Do not be fooled by these players. Yeah, I didn't think Van Persie would go to Man United. He did. Yeah, I didn't think Ashley Cole would go to Chelsea. He did. You know, don't be fooled by that. Money talks and bullshit walks, mate. And at the end of the day, we ain't signing him up to a new deal by the looks of it. Yeah, and it's kind of sad. But again, I expect nothing less from this football club. We're the worst run football club in the Premier League. Yeah, genuinely the worst run football club. 20 odd million quid for David Luiz for a year. Really? We could have paid 24 million quid to Aubameyang for a year. Yeah, we'd have got a better output. There's no loyalty in football. Sadly, that's right. Big up this guy. He's got a wicked first name. He is leaving. Well, listen, if he doesn't leave, I'll be the happiest Arsenal fan on the planet. But I think he's leaving. And why wouldn't he leave? Why wouldn't he leave when we're languishing in 9th? Can he score any more goals than he's already scored? I don't know. Maybe play him up front. Do you know what? This is a great comment, right? That story was written by John Cross, yeah, aka Smithers, yeah, and That was the biggest clickbaiting story I've ever seen in my life, because it made it sound like the 8 scouts that we've let go were full-time when they're not, they're part-time, which means they've got other jobs or they're retired and they just do this to help Arsenal out because they're Arsenal fans. They get paid £800 a month to do that each. But then it made it sound like the 8 or the 10 scouts that we'd let go were the ones who found Reece Nelson, Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock, and etc., etc. How about come back and tell me exactly what players they found? Yeah, because the way that sounds is, oh, look at penny pinching Arsenal. Yeah, penny pinching Arsenal. Yeah, that's how it's come across. And to me, it's bollocks. Yeah, it totals £8 grand a month. Whoopie do. Yeah, and they can come back when things turn around again. At the end of the day, our recruitment's a joke. So I couldn't give a fuck if we get rid of scouts, because we're clearly scouting the wrong players, hence why we're shit. There you go. The sale thing isn't a transfer, Romano said. There you go. So Sol Niguez is just trying to wind everybody up then, basically. Well, I'm going to do a few more of these. And they're taking, it's another 19 million to extend his contract. David Luiz, take the money off, buy Ozil out, worst run club in the world. Exactly. That 19 million pays to get rid of Ozil out the football club, mate. It's as simple as that. Yeah, I'd rather do that and let Louise walk out for nothing. Pay the number 10 off, yeah, and clean slate start again. Big up Rickon, man. Wait, that was a nice touch from some of them footballers over the weekend as well, man. Jadon Sancho. There was the other guy, Turan. There was a few of them over the weekend, man. So big up to them. And yeah, rest in peace, man. That was tragic what happened to that guy, man. Yes, I will be streaming. I'm going to be dropping a video in about half an hour or so. In fact, I might swerve that today, actually. I might swerve the Premier League one. I've gone on for ages on this. So yeah, in the next half an hour, I'll be streaming career mode. Listen, tonight I'm going to be doing a watch along for Leipzig. There's a link in the description down there. Follow me on HOTMIC. Use my code and then batter the follow button for me. I would really appreciate that. You get real fan noise on there, so you get the crowd noise, which is great when there's no crowd in the ground. So you can sync it up to your TV to be bang in line with my stream. But not only that, you get fan noise in the stadium as well. So do go and do that. There's a lot of people on there now. Terry's on there. Goldbridge is on there. Anfield Agenda's on there. I think what's the other Liverpool channel? I can't remember. Anfield Rapper on there. There's a lot of people on there now. So so do go and download that. Use my code. That would be most appreciated. And I'm going to get myself out of it. I'm going to go and have a chill out for half an hour in the back garden. It's a lovely sunny day again today. And then I'll be streaming career mode. Newcastle career mode. We're in the semi-final of the Europa League, baby. So we got Olympic Lyon A. Hopefully we're going to slap them up and then get United in the final. If we don't get ultras like Inter to move forward. Bruv, some of these ultras are crazy. I'm going to end on that comment, yeah? Some of these ultras are crazy. Yeah, Napoli ultras were trying to kidnap the players' wives, yeah, and turning up at their houses because they went on one of the worst runs they've ever been on. Could you imagine Bellerin playing in Italy? Come on, man, seriously. They'd have that cross earring ripped out of his ear real quick. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll be out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Do smash the likes up on the video if you haven't already. I would massively appreciate it. And do follow the gaming channel. The link is in the description. And I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.